Hey everybody, it's me, Randy C, and welcome to the premiere episode of We Talk Too Much. And I wouldn't be doing a podcast here on the network of the Hub Sports Entertainment or on our Patreon, patreon.com/The Draw, if I wasn't here beside my best friend. He is my bestie from the Westie. He is the raw dog, Eric B. I don't even know if he's in the West End. I think it is West End in Mississauga. I have no clue. But it is Eric B. Eric B., how you doing today? He keeps shaking his head no.
Randy C, I'm doing okay. I don't get this whole West thing because I'm not like from Mississauga. I'm in Milton. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. But yes, it's me. It's Eric B. It's the raw dog, the Coke Zero connoisseur. Huh? That's a new one. And guess what, folks? Thank you for tuning in to me and Randy on this new show. We are powered by someone and something. And of course, we are powered by Draw Straws Raw, the absolute worst or best raw review on the internet, depending on where you search. Go to youtube.com/@drawstrawsraw and follow and subscribe to us immediately. Also, we are powered by the Smack Daddies. They are your East Coast podcast champions of the world. Join them every single week as they review SmackDown and talk about all the things they like and all the things that Greg did not like. Randy, yeah, I'm doing good, buddy. I'm not doing that bad. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm getting a little anxious. I got a big week coming up, but let me tell you a little more about the show. I know you know Eric B, and I call you the bestie from the Westie because I believe Milton is west in the saga in some way, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm just trying to rhyme. I'm hip, and my kids tell me I am. So
Sigma, you're Sigma brother.
Sigma brother. But yeah, welcome to We Talk Too Much. We get DMs, emails, comments saying, "Hey, Eric B. Hey, Randy C. We like you talking about wrestling and all. But we like your ramble. We like your rants. We like your jibber jabber, your camaraderie with one another. So why don't you just do a show just talking?" And I'm like, people, we talk already too much.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just hit record.
Yeah, that's Randy's wife. We talk way too much.
Oh, yes, 100%. She's definitely jealous. Eric B, definitely jealous of Brady, definitely jealous of the Uber Eats drivers in Mississauga, 100%.
Definitely more than anybody else, the Uber Eats drivers.
100%. But We Talk Too Much is a show based upon you. Like you said, you wanted to hear us talk and ramble. So I had a little inspiration. I get a little healing from certain shows, like the inspiration. Detox was one of them from Poisorana. And go follow them, Poisorana as well. Just look up on Spotify or all the podcasting platforms, as well as the wellness policy post, where they just pick a subject or they just talk about something and they just talk it out and make each other feel better. So me and Eric B, a lot of people don't know this. We have a lot of therapy sessions amongst ourselves. Some that aren't fit for podcasting, that we can't hit the record. Some that are fit for podcasting and that hit record. But again, I said I had a big week. I have a big week coming up this week, and I've been very anxious. And
he has.
I wanted to. Eric's helped me out a lot, so I also wanted to thank him for all the help that he's given to me on this. Not just by doing this show today, but doing Draw Straw and all the help that he puts into this network for me. So I know for a fact Eric B has medical issues, or still does, experiences them. We all know that I have medical issues. So I figured maybe we would talk a little about them. Just, I guess, shed some air, help each other out. Because sometimes talking about it does help. I know it does with me. And sometimes talking to a broad audience can help them. Because you don't know what anybody's ever experiencing and what they're going through. So maybe we can get a couple of laughs or chuckles out of our experiences through this. And we're going to pick one topic, but maybe get chuckles and laughs. We're only going to talk to about it for 15 minutes.
Ooh.
15 minutes. And normally, with 15-minute conversation, either people heard enough or people don't want to hear us talk anymore. But we're going to time this. because sometimes we do honestly think we talk too much to you people. So we have a little alert. It's gonna start with the sound of this. Let's go! And after 15 minutes, it's gonna end or tell us our 15 minutes up with the sound of this. And if we want to continue talking about it, because maybe it helps each other out, or maybe we think that you guys want to hear a little more about it, we'll continue talking about it. But this episode is free, the very first episode here on the Hub Sports Entertainment. But the extended episodes will be available on patreon.com in future after this episode. So if you want to hear us talk, ramble, maybe we're talking about, yeah, maybe we're not. It depends what the topic of the week. You're going to have to sign up to the Patreon. And that's patreon.com/the draw. But Eric
Oh,
B.,
yes.
I know you have a medical condition. Again, the topic of the day is what's your medical condition this week? Because a lot of people make fun of us because we always say we're sick, the back hurts, leg hurts, I can't do this, blah, blah, this and that. But
Who's
a lot
making
of,
fun? Who's making fun of you, brother? I'm not making fun of you. That's for sure. I haven't made fun of you not one time. I mean, maybe one time. Maybe I play up the whole cane thing a little bit, but you know what? I have a good time with it. We have a good time with it. Right?
but a lot of people don't know that you have a medical condition. So I'm going to start the clock and you're going to describe your medical condition. We're going to talk a little about it and then maybe we can talk about mine. But the clock starts now.
Randy C putting me right on the spot. My name is Eric B. Folks, and I have Graves' disease. Now, Graves' disease sounds pretty terrible up front, and trust me, when the doctor told me I had Graves' disease, I was like, I'm going straight to the grave. That's the only way that it would happen, right? That's why the name is there. But wrong, folks. Anyways, all seriousness and all joking aside, I have hyperthyroidism. So I have the complete opposite of hypothyroidism. So you might know a lot of people who have metabolism that is slowed down or just gain a lot of weight rapidly, or are sluggish or something like that. My body was producing far too much of the hormone that was required from my thyroid. And trust me, folks, you'd be shocked about everything that is controlled by your thyroid, including your happiness, your sleep pattern, just your overall health, everything. So since I was just so overwhelmed, I eventually, after now, I think it's been 2.5 years since I found out, I'm on a medication now to regulate the metabolism to my body. I'm still getting used to it. So it's funny that Randy brought this whole idea up because even yesterday I was doing my laundry and I felt a little bit off. And I thought to myself, I'm probably a little high right now. And no, folks, not the type of high that I would like to be. A little bit higher on the metabolism scale than I would have liked to be. But like I was also saying to Randy, there's far worse things that could be going on with my health and especially with this matter. And I owe it to my doctor who more or less came out of retirement to find out what was going on with me and get me to a specialist right away because if not, it'd be far worse than it is now. But yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I get sleep again. For a while, I couldn't get any sleep at all. Crippling insomnia was probably the like. There's a lot of things that went along with this illness, but the insomnia part is probably the most frustrating.
Yeah, I'm always sorry to hear it. And I do see you go through a couple of things, and we have talked about it. But I guess I know a little about it, so tell me a little more. What came about for you to get this diagnosed or triggered? Like, what started to happen?
I just shut down. I was actually working like full time at that point. I was very, very busy, and I just felt my body just shutting down every day. And at the point where I like had to sleep um, at like 11 o'clock every single day, like it just had to absolutely happen. And then when I would wake up, I would still be exhausted, keep myself awake for another hour and go back to sleep again. So you would think that because you have all of this, and really what it is all this additional adrenaline pumping into you, that you're going to be awake and active all the time. It's actually the complete opposite. So I was constantly overdosing on adrenaline that my body shouldn't be pumping out the way that it's pumping out. and it was just making me so sluggish, sick, headaches. I couldn't look at the light. I had to sit in darkness all day long for weeks, actually, because looking at the light with my eyes was just terrible. So there was a lot going on that brought it on. I'm and Randy knows me very well. I don't really complain too much about anything, and I also don't tell people too much about what's going on with my health and my personal life because I just I'm and there's nothing wrong with doing so, but I'm just not the public information sharing kind of guy when it comes to personal things. So there was a lot going on. Absolutely a lot.
What can you tell people some of the triggers that started to happen in order for them to figure this out, or you to figure out that something's really wrong? Like, do you notice in the different cycles in work, or did you notice that you were sleeping way too much? How much were you sleeping? How much were you sleeping? Did you gain weight, lose weight? What, please
Well,
explain
yeah,
this
that's
timeline.
that's the biggest thing that actually happened with me that was crazy. And I was working out a lot at the time, so I was working to lose weight too. And it didn't really hit me until I looked at a photo eventually and I was like, wow, I was borderline skeletal. And if you know me now, you know that I'm a larger human being. I just that's the way I am. I'm 6'2". I have broad shoulders, and me being skinny was scary. And I actually had a friend of mine say something to me about it, say that I look scary. And I took offense to it at the time. I'm not going to lie. I took complete offense to it at the time. And looking back at it now, it was probably not the best way of doing it, but they were trying to help me.
Well, greatest disease or not, you always look scary to me, buddy. But in turn, no, I'm joking. I'm playing with you.
Son of a bitch.
What bothers you the most about it? What is the, if you could change anything, one thing about this disease, what's the biggest pet peeve against this disease for you, or what's the biggest thing that affects your life? I'm sorry, I should say it
I'll
properly.
tell you the biggest thing that I would allow to affect my life before I change my mindset about it is just how rapidly my weight can fluctuate. I can gain very easily 20 pounds in a month, and that's just me eating food normally, and then I can get that thrown. Sorry, that comes right off in like a week or two.
Mm.
So if there was anything that I can change about it, it's that. Just let alone for the fact that it's hard to buy the right type of clothes that fit or don't look too loose or too tight. But with that being said, I also have gotten completely okay with it just being the person I am and being happy with who I am and not focusing so much on my appearance. But yeah, that's the one thing if I could change anything, it'd probably be just like let me regulate things a little bit more.
Cool. And do you have any advice for people if they like, if they start to have uh, inklings or thinking that, hey, I have something, I feel like I'm going through something similar.
If you notice that you are not sleeping well and you are either rapidly gaining or losing weight without a massive change to your diet, then go to your doctor and probably have a blood test and they'll test your levels of your thyroid. Uh, Believe it or not, but the commonality of the opposite of what I have is very common. A lot of people have thyroid problems. They don't even realize that they have them. They just think that they fluctuate in weight and they're tired all the time. So go to your doctor, get a blood test, especially
And
once
no,
you're like 30 years old and
and
you
no
start feeling
way,
this way.
exactly. Getting older sucks. And no way people are we saying that we're doctors or anything and that this is what you have. But in turn, always just look after yourself and make sure you're okay. And don't self diagnose, don't Google it. That's one
Oh,
thing I
Googling is
suggest.
the worst. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I depended on just Google, I would be dead by now. And we all would be. We all
Yeah.
would be. But you know what? We would find such amazing searches and such incredible stuff, especially if we were searching about, like, say, for example, back issues, right? Like Google's got a million and one videos, diagrams, everything, Randy. Everything out there.
Do they?
I guess so.
Tell me
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Tell me more about it. What do they have?
Well, how about this, Randy? You tell me a little bit more about your health ailment of the week, the medical condition of the week, as we called it, which is really just an ongoing joke that we have from Josh Strasra, which has now turned into a reality.
Rude. Okay, well, yes, I'll definitely say it is a big week for me. I'm going in for pretty big surgery. It's one of two surgeries, but I guess I'm going in for the temp this coming Wednesday. Today is a Monday that we are recording. We're actually trying something new out, but it is a Monday. I am going for a surgery and then where it all started. I'll explain a little bit. I'm old. I'm above the age of 50. I was pretty healthy the majority of my life up until I was about 44. But when I say healthy to the majority part, I do have, I'll just go over brief stuff that I had, but I will talk about the surgery. I had Crohn's disease, I had rectal cancer. And this last but not least thing that's been killing me the most is I have spinal cord issues. And when I say my back hurts, I'm saying it's not so much my spine. My spine is of a 30-year-old man because I'm built like a Greek god. And if you're looking on the video form here now, available 2 weeks after, you will see me flexing these pipe cleaners. But yes, I have a great spine, but my spinal cord's pretty bad. So I've been working on this for the last 4.5 years. I've been slowing down. At first, when I thought this was starting to happen, I thought it was just my age. Like, you know what I mean? You can't bend over as quick, you can't walk around as good, so on and so forth. But it wasn't that. They found out that in my spinal cord, I have a couple of these nerves inside the spinal cord that just don't want to work right. And I was born that way. It was wired that way. And the best way to describe it, I know Eric's heard about it before, is think of an electric cable. When you have an electric cable, has a whole bunch of wires inside of it. Well, that's your spinal cord. Well, sometimes these wires, they don't all sit together. Maybe some are caught in the insulation of the cable or the wire, so on and so forth. And that's what's sort of happening with mine. And in turn, by saying that it's cutting off my left side to the most part. When I say my left side, pretty much halfway through my back, down all the way down to my left foot. So, that being said, you guys have heard me year after year saying, oh, my back hurts, my back hurts, my back hurts. Yes, it took 4.5 years, a lot of procedures, injections every week, RFAs, frequency ablation, epidural, so on and so forth, and
Pills.
pills, yeah, and nothing worked. So after my last procedure or surgery that I had on it, they said, all right, enough's enough. We're going to try this on you. And when I say try this on you, they said, we're going to give you a spinal cord implant. Eric B was with me there that day. I was
I
like,
was.
what do you mean spinal cord implant? What is this, Terminator 3? Are you like
Yep.
pulling my
That was one
spinal
of my
cord?
questions. That was one of my questions. The other question I asked is, can you install a USB-C port in that as well? They said they will do their absolute best to hook up the raw dog.
Okay, so I know we just jokingly around talk about it to the most part. This is called a spinal cord implant or a spinal cord stimulation surgery. Eric, you have any questions for me?
So, Randy, how big is the well, that's actually a good question too. How big is the thing they're putting in and where does it go?
Okay, good question. That is a very good question. So on Wednesday, the thing that they're putting in is two long filaments all the way up my spine. When I say my spine, my spinal cord, I guess spine as well. In your spinal cord, think of women. When you think of women when they have an epidural, they get this injection into their spinal cord and it numbs them from them. They can't feel nothing. Well, it's sort of the same thing here. Men and women do have this area in your spinal cord where fluid can go by, so on and so forth. Well, they are putting these two long, about 14-inch long filaments up in that area on either side of my spinal cord. And there are two leads on it that will be coming out of my back. Remember, this is my first one. So they'll be coming out of my
Yes.
back. So the second one, I know where you're going with this. I will have an implant of a battery inside my back. But this one, the battery will be on the outside of my back where these leads connect to. But the implant will be inside of my back with a battery pack. When I say a battery pack, if you guys are thinking about your Apple phones or battery chargers, phone chargers, so on and so forth, that's the size that's going into my back. And where is it going? Right above my left buttock. As of right now, I'll find out more Wednesday, but it could be my left or right buttock.
Will they be installing a BBL to assist with the necessary space?
I hope so for the first little while anyway.
Oh no.
Time's up. Time's up. Do you continue? Want to continue talking about this, Eric B?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm dying to keep talking about it.
It seems like it.
I'm spining to keep talking about it,
Right.
even, so to speak.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
geez.
So a battery pack inside on my left side of my back. It'll take a little while to heal. It is pretty big, and the
So hold
hospital.
on, hold on. After surgery number one, there's just going to be like loose, like active lines hanging out of your body? Or are you going to
No.
cap them off? Like, how does this work?
So they attach to a battery that's on the outside, a temporary outside battery, temp they're calling it. So I'll have a waist
Do they
belt,
install it in like a shoulder pad situation, like a Legion
waist,
of Doom? Oh, okay.
like a waist, like on a belt.
An ankle monitor would have been great.
Oh, that would be perfect. But I think the leads from the spine to the leg would be, you could trip over it and skip in and everything else. And it's impossible. So
This
yeah,
is
no, it's
true.
around the waist, around like a holster, like a gun holster.
Yeah, this is true.
But yeah, they'll attach those leads into it. And what those leads do back and forth is they talk to the battery pack, as well as it does a whole bunch of different. It's programmed to do other things, and it sends electric signals to where those nerves that are problem
Yes.
normally work, and it sends a signal back and forth, just saying, "Hey, ignore this. Don't do this." It tries to confuse the brain.
Okay. Hmm. That's wild when you think about it. It is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But with all the and this is like a kind of okay, it's going to sound like a joke, but it's also kind of serious at the same time. With all the advancements of technology and robotics, artificial intelligence, all of this, like we can now change you by putting in a little bit of a electronic chip or a battery in your case into your body to make things better.
Cell phone.
Is this make you, will this potentially make you like stronger? Is there like superhuman strength as an aspect to this at all? I mean, and I'm saying this seriously. Like, will this make you stronger?
You know what? I'll give you a serious answer. Probably 100% yes. Because
Yeah.
right now, as you can see me walking around and everything else, it'll probably straighten myself up a little. And in
Yeah.
turn, I will be stronger. I will be bigger. I will be faster. I'll be like, how much is a million pesos? I know you're a big fan of Mexico there, Eric B. How much is a million pesos? I'll be the million peso dollar man.
Pretty close to probably what this costs too, actually. When
Oh,
you
really?
think about it.
Is it? That's not too bad. But yeah, it'll definitely be that way. But in turn, again, it's supposed to tell my brain not to listen to these nerves. I'll give you another. I don't know if I even told you about this. Hulk Hogan had a similar procedure done like this, not with the battery inside his back or anything else like that, but he did have the temp on for a little while.
Ooh, brother.
So yeah, everything's always connected to wrestling. So Hulk Hogan's one of them, as well as
That's why it's happening, right? You said to the doctor, you said, "Hey, Hulk Hogan got this thing. Is there any way you could hook me up?" And they were like, "You know what? You're a genius, my friend. And pro wrestling has saved your life
this
again, over and over again."
year after year, minute after minute, it always does. But
Thank
all
you, Team
jokes,
of Jesus.
yeah, Team of Jesus. I got a couple of them up there too. By the way, I'll definitely bring more out. Maybe we'll put them all, pile them all up.
Praise be his miniature name.
Yeah, that's it. That's funny. That was really
I know.
good, actually.
I know, right?
I know. But I want to thank everybody. Like Eric B's definitely you've been there definitely as a support dog, like a help dog. What do you call them? What do you call those dogs?
A shepherd in the ice, bringing you a nice little ladle of soup to warm you up and get you out of the ice and keep you moving. I don't know.
No, what are those dogs? Those aid dogs. What do you call them?
St.
No.
Bernards.
Well, you're saying the type of breed. There's a name for the.
I literally don't know, man. I've watched so many cartoons that involve it, And every
Okay.
single time that Bernard comes and saves somebody from the ice, and they just thaw out instantly as soon as they have just a little bit of soup, you know,
What about
it
Scooby
seems
Doo? Scooby
great.
Doo helps people.
Scooby Doo. Let's not get into that.
Okay, so
I don't want to get political in this show.
okay, sorry about that. But yeah, that's just a little of it. Hopefully it'll be a little better. Hopefully it doesn't affect the show. That's one reason why we don't have the radio show out as well. Again, thank you for everybody that's been messaging. That's it in a nutshell. I will be going for another bigger procedure after my temp is off. They just want to make sure it works before they put a battery into my back. It's more than the battery. It's talks to Wi-Fi. They can program it from remotely. Like I can be at home and they could be at the hospital and then program it there. Oh, you didn't ask me the important questions. I'll be I'll be going to a Blue Jays game. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
go. I can't go. I can't go in an MRI or near any metal detectors ever in my life.
yeah, exactly. No more metal detectors, which is going to be interesting at the airport. Really.
I get a little card. Thanks for
Yep.
asking. Yeah, I get a little card. I show them the card. They call the number, and it's like clearance. I had to go through a police check thing and everything else as well. I'm the second person in Canada to have this. Yes, it's been done in other countries, but I'll be the second one in this country to have it. But not a
Randy, what is the that's actually you bring up a good question actually. What is the percentage of people who have been uh what is it? Allotted to do this procedure? I know that it's kind of a coveted space to get out of everybody that applied for it. How many people like yourself are getting batteries installed in them?
16 this year, and I will be
Jesus
number
Christ.
two. 16. So 16 per year because of the cost. It does cost a lot. If you want to go to the States and get it done, good luck. If your name's not Elon Musk or Joe Rogan, or you have at least some type of high-end B salary, celebrity status of, you'll definitely be paying an arm and a leg for it. Oh, literally. Haha, there you go.
Heyo.
But they do have a lot of support groups too out there in the UK. It's like it's been done there for a little bit, where they have free healthcare as well. I did not know this. He didn't have to pay for it as well, but they are a little behind. Again, a year from now, I'll be behind in the technology. But a gentleman I was talking to out there that has it, he's like, "Oh, what? Really? Remotely? Because he has to go into the hospital every time to program it, right?" So, yeah, the technology will be good. It'll be good for 7 to 9 years. Once it's implanted, the battery won't die. I will lie on a pad.
I know for a fact there's going to be some moment that somebody has one of these batteries that goes haywire and needs to be reprogrammed because it just eventually we're leading to Terminator, folks. It's just going to happen. And Randy is like the second trial subject of this year that eventually is going to be taking that back and just crushing everything in sight. Everything in sight.
That's right. Us
Roast beef
Illumin.
sandwiches, bananas, everything that you could possibly want.
We start at the Illuminati, and we start right here first, folks. Yes, it's me. Hansy, definitely message me about it if you want a problem. If you have a problem. But I just want to thank you, Eric B, for always listening on that aspect.
Oh, and vice versa, my friend, and vice versa. And don't worry, folks. Next week we'll have a whole other topic to rant about, and we'll see what type of mood Randy's in post
Yeah.
surgery.
Eric B, you pick the topic too.
I
Or
will.
comment, everybody, comment below. What do you want to hear? So I already know you guys wanted to hear us more. There are subjects that you guys want us to talk about. And trust me, we will talk about it. But comment down below, like, subscribe on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/draw straws raw, or sign up to our Patreon at patreon.com/the draw. Follow the Smack Daddies, another great show here on the Hub Sports Network. Look, they're available on any podcasting platform, the Hub Sports Entertainment, as well as my buddy Eric B. Draw Straws Raw, available on all podcasting platforms as well. I said the Patreon, right? Patreon.com/the draw.
Yes.
Where
Yes,
can
and
they
subscribe
follow
to the
you?
YouTubes.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe on the YouTubes for Draw Straws Raw. That will make me the happiest. And you can check in with me and my stories on Instagram, where you can find me with Wrestling with Eric. That's no G in wrestling and also no W. Yeah, that's a little confusing, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is, Rand.
Well, what do you think? Do you feel a little better talking about our medical ailments? Does it put a little less stress or a little more? Because now people might be asking you stuff.
If I could really care less, people can ask me whatever they want to ask me. I am an open book. But if it helps anybody with the rest of their stuff, or maybe help somebody else feel a little bit better today, or feel like they can maybe open up about some problems that they have to get things off of their chest, then that would make me happy. That's all it really is.
Perfect. Well, I guess that wraps it up the premiere episode of We Talk Too Much. Eric B, you have anything to say?
I just good luck, buddy. That's the best thing that I can possibly say is absolutely good luck, buddy. And there will be nobody topless showing up at your house post surgery. I
On Tuesday.
promise you. I promise you.
Nice. Oh, that sucks. I was thinking you might say another quote that you normally do at the end of the show.
All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for listening to me and Randy here as we talk too much. Until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Liv Morgan had surgery too. Live, laugh, and love. Eric B, I love you, brother.
Aw. So
And I
cute.
love wrestling too.
Deuces! Deuces!
Eric, you talked way too much.
Ah!
I said too much. Oh, I think I said too much. I think I said too much. Oh, I think I said too much.
4 letters, 1 word. Stop.